Hello, Percy.
What's going on YouTube? It's your boy R.A.S, and I'm back with something a little different. For those of y'all who don't know, I do watch other anime, and in particular, I am a huge Attack on Titan fan, and I've decided to break down the trailer to the manga and what to expect for the final season, part 3. Well, let's just get straight into it. But before we get into the vid, this vid will cover Attack on Titan manga spoilers. So if you are anime only and you don't want to see anything about the manga, then please do not watch this video. Thank you. Okay, so we pick up from last episode with Eren and the rumbling first arriving to Marley, and we get this cool shot of the complete shot of all of Marley and the Titans with the smoke in the back. Then it cuts to Hanji, Reiner, and the Azumabito realizing that the rumbling has already arrived to their location. This is from chapter 132, and basically Flock was still attached to the ship the whole time, and he was able to get off a few shots into the plane's fuel tank before Mikasa kills him. So Hanji asked the Azumabito members how long would it take to fix it, and he says an hour, but as he says this, they hear the ground shaking, and Reiner goes outside, then realizes that the rumbling has already made it to their location. And then it cuts to this train, and if we remember from episode 82, Annie's dad starts a rebellion against the Marleyans, and in chapter 133 we learn that he does this out of desperation to see Annie, and this is an attempt to survive. He makes them drive the train to Fort Salta to steal an airship. Then we get this shot of Eren's founding Titans form, and with bombs dropping down from the air. This is from chapter 133. The Marleyans do this in an attempt to stop or slow down the rumbling. We also get this shot of Eren with his hands up looking into the sky. This is from chapter 131, and probably is one of the most iconic scenes in this whole anime, when Eren is having this monologue about what his ideology of what ultimate freedom really is. And in the background we hear a voiceover saying, and I quote, "He has come to return our hatred upon our heads." This is from chapter 134, when one of the Marleyan soldiers makes an announcement to everyone to make a new agreement. If they live to see tomorrow, then they'll live differently and stop blaming the people of Paradise for problems that happened, 2,000 years ago. We also see this Titan's face, and this is probably from chapter 131, where we get this look at these Titans' faces too. Also, we hear Eren's voice saying, and I quote, "To hold freedom in my hands, I must take freedom from the rest of the world. If you wish to stop me from doing this, you will have to stop me from breathing. There is only one thing remaining for us to do: fight." And this is probably another iconic scene from the anime also. And we also get the scene of, at the coordinate, Ymir and Eren. Later on, we see the group running towards Eren, and we see Mikasa trying to convince Eren to come back to their side. This is from chapter 133. Eren, I guess you could say, summons the group to the coordinate, basically to tell them that, there's no use in trying to talk him out of it. The only way to stop him is to kill him, and they have the freedom to protect the rest of the world. Also, we get these two shots of Hanji and the Colossal Titans towering over the people of Marley. And this shot of Hanji, and later on we see Hanji flying through the air towards the Titans, and we hear her voice, and I quote, "Hey Levi, do you think they can see us now? Our dead comrades would be proud of what we do." This quote is from chapter 132. She randomly asked Levi this question because she wonders if Eren and their dead comrades, their dead scouts, would be happy with the decisions they've made up to this point. And the reason she's flying to the Titans is that she decided to make a sacrifice to give the Azumabito time to let the plane take off. So she says her final words and heads to her inevitable death while trying to slow down the rumbling to, give the others time. Then it cuts to the Beast Titan throwing rocks. This is from chapter 134. So when the Marleyan soldiers try to stop Eren by dropping bombs from the airships, Eren uses the Founding Titan's power to summon, Zeke's Beast Titan to destroy the airships, which he does, instantly. Then we see Levi's voice saying to the group that he promised, like Irvin back in season 3, and I quote, "I will kill Zeke, so I need you to lend me your strength." This quote is from chapter 133 when he tells the group his true intentions of going into the fight and basically just, leave Zeke to him. And this is a shot of him telling the group that he only needs 2 fingers to fight, and that they all look at him in shock, wondering like, it's crazy to fight like that in this condition. And this is from chapter 132. Then we get this shot of Annie in the group together. This shot of Annie is probably from chapter 131 when Armin grabs Annie's hand and tells her to sit down, like, their chat isn't over yet. Then we get this group shot waving goodbye, and this is from chapter 132 when Annie, Falco, Gabby, and the Azumabito choose not to come with the group to stop Eren. They decide to escape by ship, and as they're leaving, this is just the group waving them goodbye. So then we get the shot of Reiner and we hear his voice in the back, and I quote, "Do you think Eren wants us to stop him?" And this is from chapter 133. Reiner comes to this conclusion because he realizes since Eren can control every Titan known to mankind, then he should be able to stop Reiner, Annie, and Pieck from using their Titan powers, but he hasn't. Then we see Mikasa crying, and this is also from chapter 133 when Eren summons the group to the coordinate. And then we see Reiner transform into his armored Titan form. This is from chapter 134 when they all jump out of the flying boat. They make their first attack to, stop Eren. And lastly, we get these shots of Eren's founding Titan form and his face inside of the founding Titan's body. And this shot is probably from chapter 134 too. And this shot of Eren's face in the founding Titan's form is from chapter 131. And we hear Armin's voice in the back, and I quote, "I want to believe that there's still a place we know nothing about, somewhere." And this is also from chapter 131 too, when Armin is talking to Annie and we see Eren's head. And yeah, that's the end of the trailer. So I'm really excited, as much as you guys, to come to the conclusion of what happens to a top tier anime. One of my favorite characters is Eren. And we know that the anime is going to drop March 3rd, and I would definitely make more videos on Attack on Titan. If y'all enjoy, remember to like, subscribe, comment, and let me know if y'all like these vids, and I'll see y'all in the next one. R.A.S out. Bye.